Hi, HCG Berry Babe here. I just talked and talked and talked and the camera wasn't recording. It keeps twisting on me, so I keep starting over. So let's hope it just sits there. I was up today, 0.6, so that puts me at 162.4. It's not going to let me go. It's not going to let me go. That was on the little scale at 10 o'clock. The big scale showed me 160 point something. Who can figure up on one and way down on the other? I just wish the little one would error on down. Inconsistent, drives me crazy. But I have been, sorry, I can't start over this time. I have been pushing my limits. So I have not been super strict. Not eating anything up until this point off my plan, but still pushing. So today was the day I met with the girls for lunch, and I usually get my 2 little fish fillets, but today I ordered onion rings, and I like them almost burned, and they came and they were wonderful. We go to a Greek, Coney Island, which is like a family dining. In Flint we have a Coney sauce that goes on hot dogs, so you kind of, the restaurant's called Leo's Coney Island, and so you know, it's got a lot of greasy fried things. Now I've had the DS portion. I have an RNY at the beginning and a DS at the end, so I malabsorb fat. So the hit I take is the carbs on the fish and the carbs on the onion rings. Well, you know, now here's TMI. I've talked about my constipation issues, and I didn't go at all yesterday, and the day before it took me several attempts to get it all out there. So today, several hours after the onion rings, to my delight, I had a very satisfying trip to the restroom because that fat just went right on through. So my prescription for constipation is to have little onion rings. Not great for food plan, but that made me feel good. Andy, it wasn't orgasmic, but I have to say it was very satisfying. The trip to the bathroom and the onion rings too, to be honest. Anyway, I want to talk about friends and family who don't get it. One of the women in my group, I'm the baby of the group. The next one is a couple years older than me, still in her 60s, and the other 2 are in their 70s. And so when I bring up a new old lady thing, they just kind of look at each other and grin, and you know. And it's unusual for me to be the baby of the group at my age. So this one of the older women, very educated, counselor, in fact, that I had worked with, talked about her grown daughter and the grown daughter's boyfriend that went to his family's home, and the daughter is vegan and the son is vegetarian, yet when they arrived it was a big celebration and they had a whole pig laying there, and there were no dishes specifically vegan oriented or vegetarian oriented, so they were pretty much overlooked, ignored. So she thought that was just, she just says, some people just don't get it, you know, that was just so rude, blah blah blah. I'm sitting there, and on the table next to me is, she bought my lunch, but a little gifty that she brought me. Now historically I am sweets, bring them on, and so she likes to bring me for my birthday a little something, but it's been a long time since I've eaten a little something. This is what she brought me. I don't know if you can see. Those are cream cheese and chocolate chip cupcakes. And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, you know, you think that family was so rude / clueless to watch out for your daughter's vegan lifestyle, the son's vegetarian lifestyle, yet here I am, and I've talked about how I'm struggling and trying to lose this last weight, and I'm not eating the bread when we go to the restaurant that brings the big long loaf with lots of butter to the table. I don't touch it. I don't eat the bun. I just eat my fish, except for today when I eat the onion rings. So to bring me cupcakes, they're not low carb. And I said, well, I'll stick them in the freezer because my daughters are both on eating plans and my husband's trying not to do sugar. He's had RNY and he still dumps sometimes, and it sets him off. I'm afraid to take a bite because one bite, they'd be gone. All four would be gone. And then I'd be looking at what comes next. So it's like, she's a good friend, but not even for her would I take a bite. And the girl on my right has had cancer. She does no sugar. The woman on my left had intestinal bypass years and years and years ago. She tries not to do sugar, and she can't do chocolate because it has oxalates in it. And my friend herself doesn't do chocolate. So what the hell is she doing bringing me cupcakes, and not just cupcakes? If they were low carb cupcakes, I'd be like, oh, well, okay. No. And she says, oh, you can't refreeze them because they've already been frozen. So I love the tin. It's got a window in it. So I brought them home, and after I blogged, I was just going to pour water on them, but my daughter is going to party tonight. She's got, remember the strawberries? She's making a flag, blueberries on skewers up in the corner, and then the stripes are strawberries and bananas. So she and my husband are in there. He's cutting the skewers and she's stringing them together. She's going to take them, and I hope the little can comes back. But when my girlfriend gave this to me, it had the card on top, and she has been known to, her husband works in Lansing and they have a nut shop there. She has been known to gift us with cashews, and that would have been actually an appropriate gift because I can do nuts on my eating plan. And so when I lifted it, it was like not heavy enough for nuts. It doesn't rattle. So even someone as savvy as she today was clueless when she brought somebody who's on a strict, lowest possible carb eating plan. Carb? Hell. On any other day, they'd have been gone by now. So, you know, I am pleased. I'm disappointed that I ate the onion rings. However, you know, sometimes it seems like if you fat load in the middle, like people call it reloading, it gives you a jump start. I don't know if that's going to do this for me, but for today, I know I'm cleaned out, and whatever is on the scale tomorrow, as long as it's not screwed up, will be what it is. And I am back on track, I think. I think the carbs in they were not great big huge puffy ones. They were the commercial, just a little bit of cornmeal on them, and whole grain. Cornmeal's a whole grain, so whole grains is better for me. I absorb less of that. I'm hoping to get back on track. The other thing I've been thinking about is that I've been on 162 since I started Gene Pro, and I don't know, I've been doing that in the evening. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I'm not ready to stop using it yet, but if I have a real stringent couple of days and I still don't drop, I may go back to doing only Unguri and see if that gets it moving. I don't know. I had put Gene Pro in some diet Jello along with some Benefiber, and I didn't like it cloudy. And I also thought, you know, I'm getting enough protein through the day because I do a big Greek yogurt with strawberries midday usually, and I don't necessarily want the extra protein. The diet Jello has some protein in it on its own, so I made another batch, and I put, for a 4-cup package, I used 2 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of Benefiber, which I mixed it in the water, not the Jello water, but the water, and it clear, and then it went in and the Jello's still clear. So that will give me the fiber so I can have the diet Jello, and it isn't as much, it doesn't have as big a calorie hit. I do like it like finger jello. I only put half the water in it. And I had found I like to eat green and orange at the same time, so I found a thing that allows me to do that. So I can make orange and green and then just scoop some out without having different tubs. You know, I'm that kind of, I love the perfect thing. That's why I'm such a hoarder, because I never know. Okay guys, Donna Simo and Donna Sammy's mother. Shout out, hello, hello. You know, you guys talked about some advice I gave Donna Sammy's mom. I need to follow my own damn advice, don't I? Do as I say, not as I do. So some of us have been around a while. We got a history. So that's all for now. I hope you're all doing well. It is hot and muggy here, so I'm getting off this damn front porch and I'm going in the house where I got the air conditioner running. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.